Hello, and welcome everyone. Thank you for the patience and thanks for waiting here. I guess we are about to start right now. So, before we begin, please put in some confirmations as if to confirm is the audio fine and is the video fine. So, if both are good, then we are good to go. Kindly post it in the chat box. Oh, so we have not yet started the charts. We have not yet put up the charts. So don't worry about it. Okay, we will be starting it soon. Okay. If the audio is fine, then it's good to go. Okay. So as we know today, after a very long time, we are conducting this live session. So I welcome you all back to the technical analysis session, which most probably is going to revolve around the euro. And right now, as I'm looking at the market, I see some, very exciting movements, explosive movements in the market. Okay, not only in the currency market but also in the commodities. So a lot of it is happening. Okay, at the same time, and I hope the session that we are about to conduct. Okay, that will be one very productive one and one very fruitful one. I suppose many of our members have not joined in yet. So let's put up a message. And if you've got any other people who are looking to join in, kindly message them as well. Okay. So this is the scenario currently. We are about to start. Uh, so let's get to it. Okay. Mm, okay. Now is the chart visible? I suppose so. It is visible. And is everything all right? Just post it in the chat box so that I know. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got a yes. So let's begin. So yes, this is what I'm talking about. Okay. So currently, from this point, it started, going down. And why it went down, we will just see very soon as to what's happening in the market yet. Okay. So in the morning, it started moving down slowly, and now we are here. So it's been a completely red day for USDX. Why we are not going to delve into that, why it is happening, and what factors are working in there. Is there any form of noise or background noise that is coming in? If it is, then post it in the chat box so that I know. Okay. What is what the okay. Okay, now it's fine. Yeah. So yes. So overall, this has been the moment. This is a 15-minute time frame. Okay, and if we go down, if we go up a little bit to the daily time frame and adjust it according to our needs, then we see a very good look, and a very good view of the dollar index since last March. Okay, and we see that the movement has been quite spectacular. Okay, once it was in a uptrend. Okay, so let us specify that as well. Okay, first we are going to go through all the things. Okay, we are going to cover the European major pairs as well, which are currently going through a very good, downswing. But before that, we'll just go through the basics. Okay, okay, nice. We have got no noise and clear audio. Thank you very much. for confirming. Uh, so we will have this uptrend. So what I'm talking about is that our major topic for the day is around, it revolves around the euro. Okay, but apart from the euro, many of the times we see that there are some basic ideas that needs to be captured first. So this is the first basic idea that we need to see. Okay, so if it is fine, let me just do one more thing quickly. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Now, let us see. So USDX is basically an index, okay, of how is dollar performing against a basket of currencies, okay. So let us see. It has been a very outstanding movement upside. So let us draw a trend line. Okay, keep our magnets on. Okay, to attract the right points, and this has been somewhat of a uptrend right here. Okay, if you're counting in, the uptrend has been quite spectacular. Okay, overall, this was seen in USD JPY, and accordingly, the downtrend was seen in multiple other pairs as well. Okay, oh, okay, this is fine. Now is the candles visible? All the candles visible. So it was almost a rising wedge, something kind of like that formation. Okay, if we go down like that, then also we can see, it was a rising wedge, and it was quite extended. Okay. Yes. So it was quite extended towards the end, and it was a very long journey that the dollar index had to persevere through, and it did. Okay. So the currency was getting stronger and stronger and stronger. After every rate hike, it was pumping up, pumping up. Okay. And now, as we have reached a point where the rate hikes are not possible, because we have already reached a kind of a saturation point of the rate hikes. Okay, so now we see that there was some form of uh, you know what do we see? We see here that there was some form of repulsion from the top. Okay, there was some form of you know non-confidence here. Okay, there was some low confidence here. Okay, there was some fear triggering in as the USDX was going up. There was some fear coming up, and then it came down, and then it came down. Okay, so why was this fear, and how can we visualize this fear? Is because the highs were getting lower. Okay, look at this. Highs were getting lower, and that is why it formed another channel, almost another channel. So let us see, like this. Okay, yeah. So whatever lines we are drawing, these are completely logical lines. They are not random at all. Okay, they are not random. Okay, so we will see in the future why these are not random. Okay, so look at this now. This is a very long-term perspective, because after looking at the past, we can judge the future, right? So once we need to work on the past, we'll get to know what the future is going to be. Okay, and all of this is obviously, as you can see in the ticker down below, it is a educational point of view kind of live streaming. Just give me a moment. Okay. So these are the trend lines that we have just drawn. Okay, just drawn right now, as you see. Okay. Oh my god, big time mistake. Sorry. Let us draw it again. Yeah, just take a quick minute to draw all that drawings here. Okay, we'll draw it here. Okay, first trend line was upside. Yeah, that began almost around in March, when the rate hikes also began, I suppose. And then this was the upper trend line that was restricting the upside move. Okay, so this is the two trend lines that we draw. Now at this point there was some saturation, okay, in the price action. So once it hit this particular trend line, it came down. then it tried to go up, but there was some form of repulsion from the top. Okay, there was some form of bearishness waiting for the price action at this point. And why this point is very important is because the highs are making lower highs and we are going down. Actually, we are not going up, and we are not even touching the last frame that we just left. Yeah, so this is the overall idea. I hope the candles are very much clearly visible to you. Because you're not able to see the candles, then it's not worth it. Okay, looking at the video. Okay, because I can see it clearly. Maybe you guys cannot. So just put up something in the chat box so that I know. Okay, kind of that. Yes, the candles are visible. Okay, I hope it is visible. Because if you're not able to see what's happening and what I'm doing, then you won't be able to learn anything. That is unproductive, right? Mm. So if the candles are properly visible, where I'm drawing which trend line, okay. Trend lines are basic, okay. They are not too much, stylish or glamorous. I don't, push glamorous techniques in my videos, because glamorous techniques, somewhat, they fail to acknowledge the basics, okay. I will show you why. Okay, they fail to, even though they feel like they're beautiful. Whatever I'm doing is so posh and advanced, and I'm feeling like an advanced trader, but it just doesn't give you that cost benefit. That how much you're putting in, you're not getting that back. Okay, these trend lines are basic, and they counter, they capture the essence of trading, the essence of the market. Okay, that is why these are very important. So looking at these trend lines, what do you judge? When they will cross this particular date, okay, there will be something happening. Okay, so this was the intersection of these two trend lines. Okay, there was one green day, and after that it fell like this. Okay, so this is the intersection of these two trend lines, huh? This one, and it got some support. Why? Because this was the lower trend line that was providing the support. Let me change the color of this. Okay. Okay, put up a yellow. So yes, this yellow was the support, and this uh, green, I suppose, would be okay. Let us keep it green only. Okay, you can see, you can make sense out of it. Let's change this color instead. Yeah, this one has to be red because it is providing that upper resistance. It is providing, na, and this one is also the resistance line. Yeah, look, once you make these trend lines, they do not provide you trading opportunities. I'm not suggesting that, nor is this video about trading opportunities. It is about how to understand the market and how to get a reference point, or of a system that you can develop. Okay, so this is the scenario. Four trend lines, very simply made. Now look at this. First breakdown. Now let us suppose that you are not shorting on this day because you are skeptical. Okay, because USD had been so strong throughout that you are now skeptical. Array, let us wait now. What will happen? Let's first see. The next day was even dangerous. Okay, it was again bearish. So you take some position somewhere right here. Okay, in this candle. Let's suppose. Okay, I'm not pushing you, or I'm not suggesting that you should trade in this manner. This is completely educational. Now somewhere in this candle you put up, let us go short on this one. And this is which time frame that you need to note. Okay, you can cover intraday also in this case, or you can wait, because this is a daily time frame. You'll have to wait. And what weight provided you was outstanding movement from 107 to 101. Okay, almost that much movement it provided, right? Now, there came a time in February that it started moving up again with very good momentum. Okay, very good momentum. This is quite a good momentum, because after these three white soldiers, someone would think, yeah, the continuity might not be maintained. Okay, because overall it has broken the trend line. What will happen now? Correct. This moved up all the way till this point. Now, this support line has been converted into a dangerous resistance line. Correct? You're getting to see this? Look at this yellow trend line. Huh? Don't look at any other trend line, I suppose. Okay. Array, we needed that. You're seeing this? Are you seeing this? So we are here at this point, right? We got a very good signal, very good signal of a almost a doji, which is covered up by another bearish candle, and then it just gap down openings and all that is happening, and another short opportunity, which was provided by a trend line which you made on 10th of November. Okay, not on 10th of November, but 26, 27 October, right? So this is the trading reference I'm talking about. This is the reference that it is giving. Okay. And who is giving this reference is this trend line. Okay. Now why I drew this trend line from a very long part, I didn't want to waste your time, but I wanted to show where we are currently. Okay. And here we are currently. Yeah, we are facing a very strong resistance right here. Now, thousands of things can be said about USDX, okay, dollar, and what is happening in the US economy, what is happening with the dollar, what is happening about the debt ceiling. US debt ceiling is going to get revised. There's a new deal between the Republicans and Democrats. I can go on and on throughout the week. I can non-stop speak about this. Okay, but this is where brevity comes in. Okay, the brevity is the soul of bit, and this is what I wanted to show you. Okay, and this is the brevity, and this is the resistance that we were facing. Got it? This is why this is important. Yeah, I wanted to show you this. Why are we facing a red day in USDX? This is the answer to it. Got it? So if you are here and if you understand this point, it is very important, because glamorous techniques and advanced techniques, they just are the cherry on the cake. Okay, they are not the cake, they are not the bread, they are not the frosting. Okay, this is everything. Okay, they're just the cherry on the cake. If you provide some other indicator on this particular line, okay, let's see the market breadth, let's see anything apart from this, let's see the volatility, that is the cherry on the cake. Got it? So got it right now what I'm explaining to you. So this was drawn in October, last October, right? This date, 26th of October, 2022, and it is helping you. It has helped you multiple times. First of all, at this point, second here, third here. Got it? So this is the scenario. Why are we facing a huge resistance at this point? Because the price moved up, gap up, it opened, and then it started moving down. Now let's go down, yeah, to a shorter time frame. Okay. Now look at this. The reference that it is providing you. Let us delete this for better visuals. Now look at this. This is the move upside, yeah. This is the move upside. Look at the move. Such a strong move till this point. Now another confirmation we need to get. Let us see that we need to work something, intraday. Just give me some moments to draw this trend line. Afterwards, I will show you where we are exactly. Okay, some moments is what I'm waiting for. Yeah. So okay, then another part. Okay, can you see this trend line now? Okay, multiple times it has provided us a movement upside. Okay, it has dumped itself here, it has got back up, dumped itself back on this track, and then it has got itself up. So this is not a joke. Okay, what we do here, because multiple times I've seen that people consider this a joke. Okay, but this is not. You can see how well it is functioning. On point it is functioning. Okay, let us say that this one is the point, okay, where I drew. Now look at this. It has provided us a very good point of reference. Now what is happening is there is a fight between these two trend lines. Okay, there's a fight happening between these two momentums. Okay, the first one is the upside resistance. Okay, The second one is this lower green trend line. Okay, yeah. This one is this. Yeah, there's a fight going on between these two. And who is winning currently after making this somewhat of a perilous journey? It has hit somewhat of a resistance. Okay. Don't think that this resistance has been broken. Okay, this is intraday time frame. Okay, so consider it accordingly. What we saw on the daily time frame was the truth. This is the minor trend that we are seeing here. Okay, so this has moved down. This has crossed. This first confirmation was this. Now look at this, uh, candle by candle. Okay, let's go candle by candle. I hope the audio and the video is fine. If it is giving you any trouble, post it in the chat box. Okay. Uh, Fine. So, this is what is happening. Okay, look at this. It has moved down. Okay, it took a support. This green candle. Look at this green candle taking a support on this trend line, and then there is a break. Okay, now this break was almost a Marubozu, and this is double confirmation here. This is a double confirmation. Okay, now first confirmation. This. Okay, you tell me the name of this candle. Okay, okay. Tell me the name of this candle. What you will say when you see this, what do you understand? Okay, and this was the downfall. Apart from that, I will show you what is the cherry on the cake. Okay, I will show you what's called the cherry on the cake using a simple indicator. Okay, very simple indicator that is called RSI. Everybody knows it, everybody uses it, but where to use, and it is used for confirmation, right? So look at this very beautifully. RSI has captured the feeling of the market that this particular thing, dollar index, is actually overbought. At this point, it went into the overbought territory. At this point, it saturated at the overbought territory. Okay, 80 on point, it has captured 80, and then it started moving down. First it crossed this signal line, then it again moved up. These two candles, it moved up, then again it hit the signal line. What does it mean? At this candle, it hit the signal line and it reversed from this point. Okay, and this was the reversal. Got it? So this is called confirmation, and confirmation is the cherry on the cake. It is just the cherry, it is not the cake. Okay, this is the scenario. Got it? Now it is currently reversing back. Again, what will happen? It will face a resistance here, this red line. And if it crosses the red line, then this green line is going to be the resistance, no matter what happens. Okay. There is something going on relating to OPEC. There is something going on related to the US debt ceiling and some deal that is made between different politicians. We are not going into, the specificities of all these news because we are short on time first, and second, we are not, that information is already counted in, okay, in the price chart. Why to go on, brag, just utter useless things relating to politics and all that. Okay, what we are here to learn is to learn the market. Okay, not to go around beating around the bush. Okay, so this is the overall scenario of this thing, and has worked very minutely with something that was created in October last year. Okay, that's how beautiful this thing works. Now let us go on to our favorite pair, Euro. Okay, one of our favorite pairs. Okay, obviously, because everybody loves gold. Okay, however, it is a commodity, but yes, it is comparable. Now let us go back to Euro and see what is happening in Euro. Okay, now Euro, a lot of things are happening. Okay, a lot of things are being said that Euro is this, Euro is that, and this is going to happen. The inflation situation is like that. Germany economy is in recession, Dimka Falana, okay. A lot of things are there. But what we need to currently focus on is the market. What the market is telling us. Yeah. Just bear with me until I draw some things. Okay. Let us consider this as a trend line. The lower trend line, it is almost like a wedge. Okay. So it is not exactly a parallel channel. Okay. Let me zoom in. Okay, this is fine. And if this is fine, then everything is fine. Okay. Okay. I hope the chart is visible of Euro USD, right? Consider this as purely educational purpose, live stream. It has nothing to do with live trading. Okay. Now look at this. There was an upside created by what? By upside momentum, right? After it reached a certain point which was below the parity level, which was below $1. €1 equals $1. It was below that. It was 0.95, which means 95 0.95 euros means $1, right? Now, which is very low because a whole continent's currency, a whole continent's representative currency is below a country's currency. Okay, that was what it is, what it means. Okay, so this is where it started to turn upside. Okay, somewhere around in October, only in September, October, right? And it touched it, this trend line, it came down, touched it. Now at this point it started to break out. Okay, but the breakout was not very strong, nor was it successful. Okay, once it is successful, at this point, again we see an equally strong bearish day, and then it started moving down. Took almost a support on this trend line. It is not exactly pinpointed level. Okay, consider this trend line as a zone. So trend line zone can be considered. Okay, okay, this one is this. Yeah, so consider it like this. Getting my point? Consider it like that. Okay, pinpointed levels are never possible. Consider it like a zone. Okay, so let us give us some more breathing space like this. Yeah, now this is going to be our uh, demand trend line. Okay, demand zone trend line. Yeah, and the upside that is created is not exactly upside which we are looking for. Okay, it is inflated upside. Okay, so we cannot draw a trend line upside, and nor is it going to help us in any way either. Okay, so this is the scenario. Getting my point? Now, let us see what happens after we drew it on October 13th of last year. It made a low here, and then it again moved up. Now, let us go back to RSI. A simple indicator, very good indicator. Okay, 14 days average gains versus average losses. Okay, and uska we make a plotting. Okay, on the chart where it is. So average gains by average losses of the last 14 days, and we are making a plotting on a chart, right? So if it is above 80, then it is overbought, or above 70 if you can consider. Accordingly, if it is below 30 or below 20, then it is oversold. Okay, we will get to the basics of RSI. We'll create one another live streaming episode based on RSI, what it means and how it is used and how it is supposed to be used. Okay, so that we will do for sure. uh, but before that, let us see, look at this. At this point, right, it was below it. After this day, which means this day, the green confirmation was possible. Okay, at this point the bullish confirmation was done at this candle, not in this candle. However, this candle is a bullish engulfing. If you can see the candle, kindly let me know. If you cannot, let me know again. Okay, If this candle is engulfed by this bullish candle, but still we wait one more day because we want the cherry on the cake as well, na? So we want this. We got a confirmation that yes, it is truly in the green territory, and then we go up. Yeah, we go up. We hit a point where it reaches an overbought level. Okay, multiple times it happens. Okay, multiple times it happens, and there are some divergences, some convergences that might be also happening, but we will not, because this is very boring area. Nothing exciting is happening in this area. What is exciting is happening is here in this area, right? Now at this point it broke below the signal line, the RSI, and then it started falling to which level? To this level. Getting my point? Again it took support here, then support here, then almost, it started to maintain itself, but lower volatility and lower movements. At this point it started to break. It broke. It took a resistance again on this lower line. Okay, now this was completely made, you know out of the blue. Okay, and it took a support around this zone, and it took the resistance around this zone, and here we are. Okay, here we are. Now it is again facing some form of a support, because USD on the other hand is facing a resistance. You're getting my point? So this is the scenario. So when we add up, let us say USDX, we will see that USDX is facing a resistance, it is facing a positive, right? It is red, it is green, right? This is what is happening. Now it is positive, it is going up. Let's get back down to a smaller time frame. What is happening? This is what is happening. Okay, within a short period of time. Okay, euro has gained a lot of pips. Let's count those pips. Okay, let's take both now. Price and data range. Yeah, this is the scenario. Okay, within 4.5 hours, it has gained 0.69%, like 73 points. It has moved up, and now it is facing a resistance at this point, and it is going down, or it is continuing up. That is the scenario. So this was the overall look for euro USD. Got it? At this point it broke. Now if it is moving up, what will be the resistance? At this point it will be resistance. So this is a reference point for us. Okay, we cannot bear to delete all these drawings because it is important, and they will work as a reference point to us, just like they have worked like this in this case. Okay, took support multiple times from this level. Got it? So this is the overall scenario. Now another interesting thing that is going on is in the commodity market. Okay, let's directly go to the lower time frame, see what's happening. Hmm? Yes. Now these are some of the zones and the levels that I sent you guys earlier. Now how it is functioning. Look at this. Yeah. Every time the trend line is triggered, the support is triggered, it is getting triggered. The price action is also getting triggered. Look at this 1 point second. Okay. Now it faces somewhat of a slowing momentum at this particular zone. Okay. This one here. It slows down in this range, and then it breaks out. It takes a resistance in this zone, and then it goes down again, and then it goes down again. Again it goes down. It takes support in this zone, right? Goes up again, makes a very good gravestone doji, and then it goes down again. Got it? Somewhat there was some form of hope. Okay, some form of buying here in this candle, but again it gave us another opportunity to short in this zone, because we know that this is a supply zone and bearishness will come in this particular zone. Yeah. Now what was the anomaly in this is that this zone was completely thrashed, right? Because this was such a bearish move that this zone was completely overlooked. Okay, it went down, went up, again came into this zone, and then it started pumping up like anything. Okay, now if you note, this candle again showed some form of repulsion to go up. There was some form of repulsion in this case, went down, came up, okay, and it went up, right? It didn't go up as simply as possible because this somewhere around 57, 58, sorry, 57, we had this level, and it actually worked as a resistance very well until it broke, and it came somewhere here. Another resistance might be possible here, 62 somewhat, and then it is coming down. Now again in this candle it has taken support on this 57 wala line. Now it is looking to break this line. Okay, so overall, what a fine move by gold, which gave us multiple opportunities as every level and zone was bypassed. Okay, and this was the case, and this is the running case. Look at this, it is still moving upside. If we'll go on an even smaller time frame, you'll see that. Yeah, look at this, taking support. Yeah, it is going down, it is coming up again. So this is the overall level, and this is the overall process going on in gold. Now I would like to show you guys something very interesting. Okay, for that I would like to just get a confirmation if everything is fine. Yeah, if everything is fine, just put up a thumbs up in the chat box and give me some confirmation, yeah, relating to the audio. Hello, is the audio fine? Kindly post it in the chat box. Was next move. So next we are going to go. Let's wait for some time for the confirmation. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Priyanka. Thank you very much for that. And let's move on now. Euro GBP, which is a cross pair. Okay, quite overlooked by many, but it's quite good. Okay, it is good to trade in this one. Let's move on to a bigger time frame. Okay, look at this. No idea where the price is going, no formation, no trend line, no uptrend, no downtrend. What to do in this case? Yeah, in this case, consider it to be a two-dimensional figure. Okay, wherever it is making a high, make a line. Okay, wherever it is making a high, make a line there. Let's say here. Yes, then let's say it has made a high here, going down high. Let's say it is making a high at this point. Yes, and at this point it's made a low. Right, where it has made a low. So this, these 3 points are very good. Huh? This one, these are very good points. This one, and that one, above one. This one. So clearly we can see. Okay, in this case, that considering the whole chart to be a two-dimensional figure, because we are not able to see or figure out what the trend is. There is no trend in this market. Okay, however there is volatility, but there is no trend as such. Okay, in this market, it is very hard to gauge where we are going. Okay, it is hard to gauge it, but these reference points will help you. First high was this, let's say this one. Okay, and not making it as specifically as we are used to, because the overall market is also like that only. Let us consider this to be a high of this red candle. Okay, this one. So apart from that, this one is the high of this candle. Okay, this one is a low, I suppose, or this one high, right, of this candle. And these two, obviously this upside was captured. First this low, second this low, right? And now we are ready to understand what's happening. Okay, first look at this zone, congestion zone, but a demand zone. Look at this demand going up, coming down back to this point, getting again some support, getting some bullish momentum from here. The buyers come in, okay, because they know that this is somewhat this what this is what triggered this upside. Okay, this zone triggered the upside, right? So this again, this zone will trigger the upside. Now it went up. Okay, it didn't take any level to be exact. Okay, uh, as a resistance, and it just went down. Okay, so sometimes this also happens because it is facing a trouble, not crossing this line but maintaining itself upside. Okay, so if you see one green candle, then red candle, then two green candle which are not able to close upside. Okay, this closed upside, but next again a bearish day. So they are not able to close upside. That is the trouble. Okay, the level is not useless. This particular day, these days, okay, all these days, let's say this one didn't close up, didn't close up, didn't close up. This one closed upside this level, but it could not maintain it the next day. It went down. Then these two, this didn't close up, this closed up. Okay, closed up means the price ended in this zone. Okay, above this line, above this level, right? But it was not able to maintain itself upside. There wasn't another green candle in this zone. That is why it was not able to support this whole upside. This was not able to maintain itself. Yeah, right. Now, what am I talking about? First, wait. Okay, it goes down again in this zone, low volatility, boring movements, and boring candles, and it goes up somewhat of a day. Okay, what was our trigger point? This line. Okay, let us consider this line. So we enter at this point somewhere, right? And we go up along with the chart, right? Let us completely go back. Okay, now it's fine. Now it has gone up, took resistance again this point. Now what am I talking about this level not being able to close upside and remain upside? What I was saying is that this candle closed up and it remained up. The next day also it remained up. Third day also it remained up. Fourth day also it closed above. What does this suggest? That yes, there is some form of bullish movement going on in this zone. Okay, so there was bullish momentum, and despite one, two, three, four red candles, the movement was maintained in this zone. Okay, the price was maintained between 0.8764 to 0.8866. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Again, it tried to move up on this lane, on this level. It didn't. It could not stay above this level. And the next day, again, it tried to breach this level. It closed, but it could not maintain it. It was a very bearish day. So this is what is happening. Then took a support, moved up. Now this was a good movement because it was supported by five major bullish days, right? One, two, three, four, five, right? Five bullish days. Now look at this. It has just reached 89840 and it has taken a resistance very nicely. Okay. Are you able to see the candles? If you are, just post a thumbs up in the chat box. Okay. This is the scenario what I'm talking about. Why this randomly drawn point, okay, level is visible here. Okay. Now again it moves down. Okay, let's move to the current criteria. This was a zone. Okay, it is going down, it is coming up back. So it is very boring movement, it is not just giving us somewhat of a trend. We want some trend, na? That is what we are not getting. Now look at this, one, two, three, and it went down. So this is somewhat of a pattern that we can see here. One up, second high, it was again, rejected by this level, and then this went down, and this went down beautifully well. If I'm drawing this, you will be able to see it, but there's no time. So let us see this one. Okay, this candle started going down. Now currently, where are we in euro gbp? Tell me. Okay, we are at a very crucial phase because we have suffered very good losses in euro gbp. Yeah, we have seen very good loss of euro gbp, of euro against the pound, right? And it is just now flirting with this support line. Yeah, it is flirting with this level, and probably it will end l- low, or it will end above this only, right? Above this point, above this 86259. Okay, look at this, what is happening. So we are at the support in euro gbp, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, apart from that, I wanted to show you some form of an idea, if you can see this. Okay, what is happening in euro overall. Okay, first of all, you see Swiss franc GDP quarter on quarter was good because Swiss is obviously very good. The economic situation is not too bad. Okay, however, economic barometer came out to be lower than expected. Okay, what was troublesome was Spanish. The CPI was lower than expected, which means the currency will be punished. Okay, the currency will be devaluated. Not sorry, depreciated. In this case, let's see. The private loans were given very low, which means the supply, which means the liquidity in the currency is going down. Okay, again it suffered loss. And then we see few days back, if we are, I'm not going to go back here, but few days back, if you go back and see what's happening, so you will get to know that Germany, there was some news regarding Germany and its economic situation. I'm not going to bore you into the details, but it suggested that Germany is going through a important phase of recession, right? Somewhat of a recession is brought in due to multiple factors, and it is being weighed in into all these charts. Okay, so when we are seeing euro gbp, to capture all the things, when we are seeing euro gbp, we see it's very near to our support zone. Okay, when we are seeing euro usd, we are seeing that it's already below the trend line, and it is somewhat getting a support here. What matters is we need to get a confirmation of a reversal, which we have not got yet. Okay, there are some news also involved: Jolt job openings tomorrow, then ISM manufacturing tomorrow, day after tomorrow, unemployment rate, inflation rate, whatever it is. Yeah, we are getting some form of movement here. And obviously on Friday this week there is non-farm payroll. So that is also going to weigh in a lot onto this particular chart. So non-farm payroll again is going to be a very good mover of the market. Okay, so we'll have to keep our eyes open and keep our brains open to this particular date and data. Got it? So non-farm payrolls and unemployment rate on 2nd of June. Okay, in the coming month, which is usually basically the first Friday of the starting of the new month, but it's coming very on the second day of the month, which is quite fast. So it is also going to impact it a lot. Euro USD. Then what we saw was aurum. We already saw there are some levels that has been made, and it is currently facing somewhat of a resistance at 56, 57, right? It has come down from that level. Okay, now it is breaking it. If there is some more bullish momentum pushed into the gold, if there is more demand for gold, then it will be pushed back up into this zone, or even to this point 67, 66. Yeah, so that is also a possibility that we are looking out for. Okay, and lastly, the dollar index we already saw, sorry, it is at a point of resistance. Okay, this resistance is a strong resistance which has worked phenomenally well in this scenario. Yeah, it has come down. Again, we can expect, due to the debt ceiling, due to a lot of other factors, the revision again, there can be some form of a pullback in this zone. Yeah, so that is a possibility, and that's a wrap, I suppose, for today's session. I hope you guys liked it. You learned somewhat from this particular session. Now here we are facing a resistance, and almost like accordingly we can make a downtrending position here. Now note that this is a daily time frame, and accordingly the movement can be made. Otherwise, there is another opposition here, so you can get to this point and then come down again. Okay, that is also a possibility. Hit this, okay, hit this and then come down. That is also a possibility. So overall, this was our session today. Thank you very much for joining in, and we will see you soon in the next session of Market Insights live analysis session. Thank you very much for being patient listeners, and if you like it, kindly share it, okay? Because technical analysis is the only thing that if you share, then you will be more correct, okay? Your trades will be better the next time, because many people who share this knowledge of technical analysis, they are going to take trades along with you, because what you know is what they know, and what they know is what you know. So it becomes a lobby of buyers and sellers. Okay, so share this with your beloved people. Okay, with your family and friends, and thank you very much. Note that this whole session was for education purposes only. Yeah, and yes, till next time, happy trading, guys. Take care.